on to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Cardinals!
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense will get first crack at it today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He'll go to the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Louisville's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand.
It's a seam wide open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is
like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. On the run, it's Burns. Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Keeps it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Here we go. The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
On the defense, shoves him out of bounds at the 2.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And it's the free safety. He comes in and makes the sack. We don't get to say that very often, usually back in coverage, but you can tell had a little speed there. Go get the quarterback, go get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair. And he loses the football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Goes to the option. Finds some fresh air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Under fire. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Rides to back and leaves it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Running into the open space. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the route is on.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a move. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Burns. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, man. They need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas.
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
At the 20, he's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cardinals want to move quickly. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. A strike downfield. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. 42 Spider. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Woods. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Fighting off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play can decide it. Just frying pan.